guys, what's up? This is a long overdue story time. If you've been watching my channel for a couple years, not this one, but my actual channel. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Where's the mute button? Okay, so like I was saying, if you have been watching my my original channel with like almost 2,000 subscribers, you would know that my story times are not lying. Like, I used to post the receipts, all that. Like, that was back then when I was younger though, so I was going through it, baby. If you know the story times, you know the story times. And this story time is gonna be something that happened to me in January 2026. And I'm just take it off from the beginning. This boy had 2 kids on me. After I had just slept with him, I had found out that he had 2 babies on the way. So we gonna get into it. I'm gonna give you the backstory. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Sorry, hold on. Okay, so I'ma just go ahead and say, I'm not gonna say his name. I'ma just say, I'ma call him Swerve, because that's what kind of like a nickname he go by. Okay, so I knew Swerve. Well, I have first met Swerve when I just had Jonah. Jonah was like maybe a year at the time. So I met him in around like 2017, 2018. I was staying with my mom, and he was staying at the apartments across the street. Like, you could literally walk across the street to my apartments. Well, I met him, I believe it was on Facebook. There was this girl named China that I was going to alternative school with. She was also a bigger plus size girl, and at the time I should have known he was a shit though, cause like, so okay, let me start over. So he was staying across the street from me with his sister and her dyke girlfriend, and I finally let him come over when my mom wasn't at home. So this is when I found out that he was my best eater for real. To this day, nobody can eat it as good as him. So at this time, he was not like popular. He wasn't getting no hoes. He just was a loser, you know. And I was just that bad bitch that was like, you know, that gave him the chance. So at that time, like, I literally liked talking to him because he would just walk across the street whenever I wanted to, and he would just eat it. Like, I'm telling y'all. And we would do some other things too, but that's how we came to be. That's how we came to be. Sorry, I'm trying to like fix my mic. Hopefully it's not bad quality, but so that's how we came to be. And throughout the course of the years, like, that's just how it was. I never really took him serious because he was not my type. Like, height wise, he was my type because he's like around 6'5" and I'm 5'11". But look wise, I don't like bigger guys. I'm already big myself, so I don't need both of our Gucci's bumping. You know what I mean? Like, I like a skinny man or like a buff swole man that can fold me up and get in there, you know, get in there. So, like I was talking about China, the girl from my school. Well, I should have known that he wasn't gonna be shit, because why the fuck did they start talking and he picked China over me? Like, are you dumb? And I should have known. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why I'm tripping with hearing this. Yeah, so like I was saying, like, she smelled funny too, so that would really irritate me, because why would you pick her over me? So we had got into it. Like, I was about to fight the girl over him because like that was my best eater. Like, So, fast forward to 2024, I believe it was 2024, or it was like 2023, or whatever the case was. He had came to my apartment. We did what we did, and like he had always been trying to, like, for years, be in a serious relationship with me, but he was not the type of person that I would go out in public with. Like, he just wasn't my type. Like, he's a handsome guy, but I don't like nobody that's big. Like, I'm big, but I'm big, so I can be prejudiced against other big people. But anyways, after that or whatever, I guess he got tired of me shutting him down. So like he just started becoming a hoe. I never knew he had this within him. Like, I mean, I knew, but I didn't know. So fast forward, he had a kid. He had a baby girl, and her name is, we'll call her Lulu. And he had moved in, or he had moved his baby mama in, and she's one of those like crazy fake Christians. Like, after a while she stopped letting him see his kid and stuff like that. And I will never take this away from him, but he is a really good dad. Like, and so yeah, I was seeing him at the club and stuff like that. I think I went to his sister's house one time, and they did a karaoke night, and while his sisters was asleep, he woke me up in my sleep, y'all. And he ate it, and then we did it in the bathroom. I was just crazy. I was crazy back then. But so yeah, what was I saying? Okay, so after 2024, after I told him I didn't want to be with him, like, I don't know, that's why you should never underestimate men, because men will have double, triple lives for real. Like, no matter how many hours they work or whatever, they will find a way to fuck off on you, I'm telling you. So anyways, I didn't see him for a while, and remember I was telling y'all how I was at homeless or houseless or whatever, and I was staying in a hotel. I was staying at a hotel with my neighbor, and it was like a hotel that looked like a house, but it had like 2 different bedrooms. And okay, so yeah. So anyways, my neighbor, that was my neighbor's nephew, which I never knew that was my neighbor's nephew, and he needed a babysitter again for Lulu. So I started seeing him more, like not sleeping with him or nothing like that, but just at the hotel. He would bring her. She would be there for a couple days because he had to work. He does oil field work, and so yeah. After that, like, he would be spitting game, like, oh, you look pretty, Kiki. That was his name for me. Like, he always called me Mama or Kiki. At the devastating part of my life, I was houseless. I was going through it with my kid. Like, I had so much pressure built up, so I was entertaining it. And so after a while, like, I made him give me some money, because bitch, I'm houseless. You need to give me some money if you want to talk to me. So he gave me some money or whatever, and then I asked my neighbor if it was okay if he spent the night, because we had like our own separate rooms. Like, me and Jonah, we had our own side of the hotel in a room, and Jonah had his bed. I had my bed, but Jonah wasn't there at that time. I had let my sister take Jonah so I can get myself together. Well, I know the last thing, because I'm really a firm believer in, if you don't have your life together, if you don't have shit going on or whatever, you should not be having sex or sleeping around or dating. And I was for real doing that. Like, I still believe in that, but I just was having a hard time, and that was like, I needed to cope. So I coped, and ended up spending the night or whatever the case was. It was snowing, and then we did what we did. And usually, like, the past years, he wasn't passed around, so we like slept together without no protection or whatever. But this time something told me, like, I was like, I'm the one that brought that, because at the time I was working at the gas station, kind of like I wasn't sleeping with I was not sleeping with my Mississippi dude, but I was still talking to him, because at the time, like, I wasn't dating or nothing like that. So, fast forward, after we did what we did in January of this year, like I said, my neighbor was watching Lulu, so I would still be seeing him after that. And then next thing you know, like, he had asked to use the bathroom at the hotel, like in my room. I was like, okay, cool. And then I noticed like he was on his phone, and I was like, what the hell? And then he was like, what did he say? Oh, I was like, why are you texting other bitches in my hotel room, in my room? Like, take that shit outside. Don't do that. That's disrespectful. And he was like, I'm not texting nobody. So then the next day, y'all seen him again. He was on that phone, and I was like, oh, like just playing. I was like, oh, who's texting us? He was like, the girl I want to marry. And this is why I say, like, men know who they want to be with. Men know who they want to take serious, and who they just want to have sex with. Like, men know. And I was okay with that because we had been on and off for years. I don't like you like that anyways. Like, it wasn't gonna affect me. But I was like, the girl you want to marry, like, I did kind of feel played, because it's like, why don't you go sleep with the girl that you want to marry? And he was like, oh, well, we're just waiting right now. She has me waiting or whatever. Basically, he was saying, like, you was easy and available, like, whatever. I'm gonna just get some of this. And then, so I was like, okay, whatever. And then next thing you know, like, after some time, I didn't see him for a while because I ended up getting my place. I ended up getting my own hotel room. And after what he said, after he had said that, it really hurt my feelings. Like, because aside from, like, sex and everything that we did, that was still my friend. Like, I known him since I was 18 years old. And it's like, you're so quick to put another girl before me. Like, like, but then I kind of also understood, because whenever I do get a man, I'm gonna respect my man to the simple fact that we cannot talk, we cannot do nothing. It doesn't matter about the history or nothing. But then again, it's like, you're not even committed to her. Did that make sense? Am I tripping? I don't know. It hurt my feelings because before that, we was friends. Before anything, like, we always been real close and real cool. So I blocked him, and then after we moved out the hotel, which was like February, my neighbor got approved for her house. So we moved into her house. It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, which I'm so happy to be out of. But she was still watching Lulu. I hadn't seen or heard from Swerve in a while because I had blocked him. So she started keeping Lulu again. And when I saw him, I would just go to the room. It would be awkward. Like, I literally hated his guts because, like, every time I turn around, you picking girls you don't know over me, and it backfires on you. And when it backfires on you, you want to come back and apologize and be cool with me. No. So I thought he came to get Lulu. He brought Lulu a church outfit or whatever, and I didn't even try to talk to him on that type of time. All I said was, I like her church outfit, and he was like, oh, I can't talk to you because my girl knows about you and she's not okay with us talking. Why the fuck are you discussing me with your bitch? Like, why are you bringing me up to your girlfriend? How does she even know about me and what we have going on? Like, that really pissed me off. And the simple fact is, I wasn't even talking to you on that type of time. I was just talking about your baby's outfit. Like, he pissed me off. And so after that, his sister it was my neighbor, which is his auntie. She was like, he has 2 kids on the way. And I was like, that's not funny, you're just kidding. And at first, well, no, she said it was just the first one, but I knew who the girl was because it was this girl that I used to be like associates with. I met her one time. It was her sister, and I knew her sister because they're like really ghetto girls. The girl's young, maybe she's like maybe 20. She's 21, 20, I don't know. But she was always in the club fighting, and she was built weird, and she was not cute to me like her sister. And I just got irritated, and I got mad again because, like, he never talked to a girl that's cute. Like, they be ugly, they don't be having shit going on. Like, he just do shit, I don't know, to fill a void, to feel important. else and for you what they do not. And it's like, I just slept with you and you did not inform me about none of this. Like, that was crazy to me. And he was like, yeah, like, I do have a baby on the way. But y'all, his sister ended up telling me that he had another baby on the way by a Hawaiian girl at the same time. So he had 2 kids on the way. And I threw up that whole night. I was just so disgusted. And it's like, how could you even do, like, how can you even do that? Like, you got a little girl, Lulu, who's 2 years old or 3 years old. She's not potty trained. She's always crying, like, and then you got the audacity to have 2 more kids at the same time. Do they even know about each other? So when I had seen him when he came to pick up Lulu at my neighbor house, I was like, oh, you're just giving it out, huh? Like, and he was like, yeah, pretty much. Like, y'all, I slapped the shit out of him because how fucking dare you? And that was the last time I had talked to him. But then a couple weeks later, like maybe like March, late March, his sister told me that one of the girls had miscarried, which was sad, and then the other girl was faking the pregnancy. So I guess it was good that, because, like, I don't know, that's what happened. He had 2 kids on the way, supposedly at the time. Then one miscarried, and then one lied about the pregnancy. And then after that happened, now, like, he always does this, but he'll try to add me on Facebook, or I'll peep him view on my profile on TikTok. By the way, y'all go follow me on TikTok at Yana ASMR. I'm gonna start posting on there and going live. But on my main account, like, he just always in my views, always talking to me, always adding me. But this time he got blocked because, bitch, how fucking dare you? But yeah, after January, I kept my legs closed. Like, I just felt so betrayed. But then again, it was like, bitch, you knew who you was. Like, but that's why I could never take him serious, y'all, for real. And at the end of the day, moral of the story is, I wear protection, don't trust no man. And that's what happened. I basically got played. I mean, I really didn't get played because I knew that it was friends with benefits. Like, I got my cookie ate up, like, because he's the best to ever do it. Would I do it again? No. I probably gotta settle for somebody that doesn't really know what they're doing. I was so mad too, because actually the other